What's up everybody, and very happy Thursday. Thank you all for tuning in on tonight's broadcast of Tokiden 2 here on 6Axis. So with that being said, let's team up with the community in cooperation as we enter towards our wonderful world of Tokiden. So very happy Thursday to all those tuning in, whether it be on the YouTube channel, the Twitch channel. We're going to be playing here on the PlayStation Network. As you already know, every single Thursday starting 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we like to deploy on several harvesting raids as we save the village of Maharoba from the terrible Oni and make the village once again a prosperous place for the slayers to go ahead and do their stuff. And that's what we're going to do right now. And it's going to be fantastic when I got myself some nice energy drinks, as it's going to be well needed. And you know, we got to save the world, you know, one village at a time, but we're going to make it a fantastic one. Toxic Ream joining us here on the YouTube channel. Says yo to you too. How's it going? And a very happy Thursday. I hope you're excited about that. The fact that, you know, Friday's right around the corner, and it's gonna be a well celebrated holiday. Now you're currently watching the PS Vita version of the game. It is accessible on the PlayStation 4 with cross-platform compatibility, which is phenomenal. I love that. Great feature that you know, kind of boasts on the PlayStation Network, which you can do, where the handheld community can game with the console people, and you know, they gather together to save the world. So we're gonna go ahead and make an online session here, and we're pretty much gonna base it off our channel. Once we connect to all this good stuff, we'll be creating the lobby itself, and we're located in the English version of the lobby, so or of the servers. You want to make sure that you are on that location should you wish to join us. That's where we're going to be located. So we're going to again type out the URL here, and once we get this out of the way, we'll get ready to embark on a wonderful and prosperous adventure, as it needs to be celebrated. It is a beautiful Thursday, and we're going to make it the best Thursday ever, right? We try to. So as we're getting ready to make it happen, Toxic here is asking, how's life been? Life's been fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. And how's everything with you, good sir? Right now we are about to deploy onto some epic missions, and we're gonna open up with some, you know, some nice harvesting stuff, whatever it is. And let's go ahead and take on this particular terrible Oni. Now for this particular enemy, you want to have some range type monsters, or not monsters, team members. You know, some of them may be a bit of it on the monster side. I know Professor, she is a little bit of a sadist, but we should be alright. I think we're in good hands, because it's gonna be fantastic, and we're about to deploy it right now as we make it happen. So anyways, outside that, I've been pretty much enjoying some new titles out there. I've been playing a lot of Girls Frontline, which actually was released for the Android operating system, right, which you can download it on your phone. And I recently been playing mobile games, just one, and there's a second one now I'm going to get into as well, which is Azure Lane. And yeah, it's interesting how that works, but still enjoying the consoles nonetheless. But it kind of makes me wonder, it's like, why don't the West, like Western developers, cash in on that genre? China has actually started releasing more of those games inspired by the Conclave franchise, and I'm wondering why we still haven't gotten anything to answer that. But you know, it is what it is, and I'm just enjoying whatever's out there. Now again, the game has been released in the West, so that's pretty cool, and you can download it for free. And that's what I've been working on. But outside that, returning back here on Tokiden 2, we're fighting the Sucky Wing. This is one terrible Oni, and can definitely cause a terrible time for its inhabitants around the village. Now we do have ourselves a good a blaster attack here, or a destroyer. And Monozuru getting in the way. They're unable to see exactly what the heck I was aiming at, showing up out of nowhere trying to give me some life. I do appreciate the AI, but sometimes they can get in the way, obstructing the vision, which is it is what it is. But let's see what else we have as we continue pushing forward. We're gonna get ourselves some delay shots kicking up, And catching up over here, we got Soul Track representing here on the Twitch channel. Says hello, hello, happy Thursday, everyone. As well as Aslan says good evening, and good evening to you guys as well. It is a fantastic evening, and we're definitely celebrating it as we always do. Especially with this particular game, which is free to play. It's one of those titles that I really do enjoy, and I'm glad that Koei Tecmo was able to bring it out, especially a physical retail version of a copy to the PlayStation Vita, which is phenomenal. I love that. But anyways, continuing on here with the Grand Assault, this guy is pretty much receiving some terrible damage, and we're doing a pretty nifty job. So as long as we continue this routine, it's going to be a nice smooth sail and towards victory. But anyways, last night I did a late night stream for Girls Frontline. Now it's the first time I ever broadcasted something from the computer. Yeah, I never usually do that. I always primarily broadcast from a Vita or the PSTV or a console. But yeah, yesterday was the first time I broadcasted from the from the PC, from an emulator which I was playing. And it turned out to be pretty alright. The only thing it was really buggy, and it turned out that I was using the configuration wrong, but I corrected everything. Thank you to Magical Tomato for pointing out, and also suggesting some tips from broadcasting from a desktop. But anyways, I went ahead and applied those changes, so if I should broadcast another Android game, right, it's gonna turn out to be a lot smoother, which is a good thing. I'm looking forward to it. But let's see what else we can possibly do. I'm gonna get myself some more ammunition as the fight continues to push forward. I do have myself an Oni drag down. Using the power of the Demon Hand will bring this enemy to heal, so that way we can continue on our attacks and try to finish him off, because you know that's what slayers do. It's up to us to slay all the enemy foes, and we're going to try to make it a good, fantastic battle, which is always essential. Anyways, charging up for a level 5 pursuit attack, and we're also going to distribute our level 5 fountain alongside with a level 5 eruption, finishing off the current enemy. That's all it took, and we did pretty good, so not too shabby. Congratulations as we advance onto the next one. Good job, team. These guys are these are some of the greatest NPCs in the history of all existence. I actually really like Professor a lot. She's one of my favorite characters. She's super freaking funny. She's a bit sassy though, but a little bit on the sadistic side. But either way, great character, you know, for a video game persona. So not too shabby. On to the next one, as we're about to return back to the village of Maharoba. We're pretty much accompanied by the two little right-hand screen loading characters. One of them being a Tenko. Those adorable little Chihuahua creatures. They're foxes, but they look like Chihuahuas to me. Anyways, let's see what else we have over here as we continue pushing forward. We'll be selecting a Phase 9 mission as we attack the Raging Waves. This is a good mission to take on, especially if you want to try to get some diamonds. It's the best mission for it, and especially if you want to start crafting diamond stuff. Usually this is what I go for, and it works pretty well. Again, now you want to try to use some good close range attacks here, so that way you can deal maximum damage and carnage. So what we're going to do is we're going to change our build, and we're going to go for Covert A. This is our ninja loadout, which is actually pretty good and decent for this fight, and it's going to be pretty effective. Joining us here on the YouTube channel, we got G-Band saying hi to you too. How's it going? And very happy Thursday. We're about to continue kicking the shaz as we make it happen, and we're doing a pretty good fight. So but yeah, it's all that good. Toxic over here says, I beg you please bring back Freedom Wars and Killzone streams. I can tell you haven't been really watching my channels lately. The Killzone streams and Freedom Wars haven't gone anywhere. I've never stopped. They've been still being broadcasted every Monday and Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. So not sure what rock you've been under, mister, but those events haven't gone anywhere and they're still here. I very much enjoyed it. We had fun last Friday with Freedom Wars, and this Monday as well was pretty excellent, as you know, with Killzone Mercenary, which is what we're still currently playing. I'm a long-term gamer. I honestly don't. Once I start playing a game, I stick to it for quite some time. Anyways, let's go ahead and activate some of our stuff here. We're gonna throw ourselves a little bit of a fire lantern right towards the enemy's position. We're also going to try to activate the Heaven's Wrath. And I think, I'm not sure what loadout I have with this one. Oh, actually, no, this is my... I don't think this loadout here actually gives me the extra... I'm not sure, I think I'm using a different one. Either way, we can still use it. Shouldn't be all that bad, as we're pretty much devastating with some good damage. And doing a pretty nifty job, so continue on the good work as we celebrate it to the best of our capabilities. But let's see what else we have as we make it a lovely one and representing. Let's get ourselves a little bit of recovery health packs here. Try to be very careful with the terrible poison attacks, which will be spammed by the crazy crustaceans that we're dealing with. But we'll be able to win this fight here a-okay, as long as we do our part and hold down the lines. We should be a-okay. Have you noticed I was poisoned, but one of my teammates actually fired a stray shot towards my direction and pretty much curing me of all ailments, which is kind of handy. And it's a great way to, you know, be a nice support for your team there. We were able to take out one of the terrible crabs, as we got about one more, actually two more remaining. I'm doing a pretty good job, so not too shabby. But let's see what else we have as we're doing some good battles. Toxic Room says, oh, it's because I was looking at the streams from 2016. Oh, were you? Yeah, those videos are old, man. We still live stream. I just don't publish because I'm more of a live streamer than a video uploader person. I really don't upload videos. Now, the videos are archived on Twitch if you want to watch past broadcasts. They're over there. They're not on YouTube. YouTube is a little bit silly with their copyright strikes and whatnot. And, you know, I mean, they haven't really copyrighted me very much. They did it like 2 times, but 2 is too many. And because of it, like, I'm not really publishing on YouTube anymore. I just live stream. It's a lot easier. But also a lot of people out there in the community have been they've been moderated on YouTube multiple times, and yeah, I'm not too keen on that. So it used to be called YouTube at one point, but now it's turning into their tube. If they don't like your content, it gets demonetized, unfortunately. Anyways, congratulations. 3 minutes and 44 seconds was the duration of the overall battle as we get ready to advance on to the next one. Representing a fantastic and fabulous Thursday evening. Welcome to the stream. It's great to have you here. Hoorah! We have done a wonderful job at saving the village of Maharobo. It's great. Look at these characters. It looks so cool. And for the PS Vita, it does look really nice. I mean, the graphics are they're alright. I think Freedom Wars has really good graphics. But remember that this is a port, and it wasn't really completely built around the PS Vita, so it still plays pretty nice though, nonetheless. Advancing on to the next mission over here, we'll be selecting. Not too sure what we'll go. You know, let's play some DLC stuff since we can go ahead and explore some of these good battles. We'll do some kitty cat missions. And this is a nice way to kind of embark over here. And we'll have that taken care of. And we're gonna go ahead and change out our equipment. Actually, I think for this particular fight here, I'm gonna go for the Spam Destroyer, which is a build I prefer a little bit more. But we're also gonna change the armor to Covert A, which would be I think, what are we facing in this one? The cat, right? I think that one has resistance to... I'm not sure. I'm not sure. If this thing has resistance to sky damage, then it's gonna suck for me. But the good thing is that there's an encyclopedia, which allows you to see all of the current Onis in their... with their stats and whatnot. And you can try to find them. Now, fortunately, when you do locate them on the Vita one, it takes a little bit of while for the character to load up. So if you don't remember the characters by names, it may be a little bit tedious to find. But we got this one over here, the Panthera. I think she is what is she weak against? She's strong against sky. Oh, I'm using sky damage. Nope, that's bad. So the Panthera, there's another one too. There's a Panthera, and then the Minx. I think it's called the Minx. This one is weak against, let's find out, wind. Okay, we're gonna be fighting this one first. So that one is strong against wind. Okay, weak against earth and strong against wind. So we can use our current loadout, which is fine. So that should be okay. Alright, anyways, let's get ready to make a tab, and holy crud, it's lagging like really bad. Why is it like lagging like really bad right now? That's crazy. Anyways, oh, it is what it is. Let's get ready to launch and continue on the good fight as we represent over here and do what we can. So that'll be pretty dope. But anyways, let's see what else we have as we're representing some good battles. Toxic says, why don't you hop online? I am online. I'm in an online lobby, and it's open for anybody to join. As you did see at the beginning of the stream, I did mention that we're doing the online thing. But yep, it's how we do. It's how we represent. Now the thing about this game, if I am in game, you can't join. But if I'm not in game, if I'm in the lobby, you're able to join. So that's kind of it's how it works. But usually I just launch into the game. I really don't wait. I'm a very impatient person, so I go straight into the game. And it's how we do. We represent. If you guys want to join, let me know. I'll go back and I'll make the lobbies. But for the time being, the show must go on, and we continue pushing forward. You ever heard that saying, the show must go on? Yeah, I stand by that. Like a religion. But anywho, it's about to advance and taking on one of the DLC missions. This is actually really several within this game. And I purchased about one, just only one, and I bought it solely because of the fact that it has the kitty cats, right? Why is this thing lagging so bad? Well, the game is like really bad right now in lag, almost to the point where it's like unplayable. So I may have to back out of this and see what goes down, because this thing is just, yeah, this thing is literally like freaking 1 frame a second right now. Yeah, I'm gonna exit this thing. This is unplayable. I can't play this. Not with this lag. So let's try to back over and return into an open lobby. I'll try to make a new one because this lobby is lagging up way too much. No, it's not the stream. It's the game itself, because you can see that this is running just smoothly. But unfortunately, the game started lagging up, and we should be heading back, so we'll see how it turns out. But we'll see how it is, and hopefully we'll get ourselves a proper running game as we continue on saving the village of Maharoba. And we should do a pretty good job, because, you know, we gotta represent. we do alright. We do alright, bro. I'm at the point of this game there we got those geek good loadouts. We go out there, we dominate the battlefield, and there's not much out there to deal with, except you know, revisiting some of the older missions and, you know, having fun with the some of the monsters and stuff, which is kind of dope. But this game is actually it's free. If you didn't know, this game is free to play. You can download it on the PlayStation Network store for the Vita or the PlayStation 4. It's called Toukiden 2 Free Alliance. You can download it and it's free. The only thing is you have to have if you're on the PS4, you have to have PS Plus to play online. But if you have the Vita, then it's free to play overall, which is, it's kind of weird that it requires a PS Plus subscription to play a free game online. I don't know why, but usually for most games that's not the case. But for Toukiden 2 it is. I don't know, it, like, if that was a mistake that they left out, but unfortunately that's how it is. But it's all good. Anyways, let's see what else we have as we continue representing and making it a lovely battle. We should be back on the nice little hub here, which is super laggy. I'm not sure why the heck it's laggy the way it is, but if it continues to do so, I'm gonna go ahead and just reboot the game, or just make an entirely new lobby, because this thing is just stupid laggy right now, unfortunately. But anyways, let's try to fire up a new server here and try to connect online, and that way we can deploy onto some wonderful grand adventures, because, you know, adventures are worth venturing. And if it's not a you know, if it doesn't get ventured, then it's not an adventure, right? So is it still laggy? Yeah, it's, why the heck is it doing this? It is really laggy. This is like really bad right now. So I'm gonna actually restart the game and we're gonna try to see how it goes. So let's get ready to launch into Toukiden 2 again for the PS Vita. And it's weird that that was doing that. It usually, it's never done that before, but it's the first time, so hoorah. We found a unicorn. Lucky for us. But we're gonna go ahead and continue on with the grand festivity, launching and rebooting Toukiden 2. This is, again, a game that came out, I think, last summer, and it's been out for a bit, but it's one of the I mean, it's a gorgeous game. I really do enjoy it, and a lot of stuff here to explore as we get to venture and do all that jazz. You know, actually, this is the first of the Hunter games that it has complete open world. It's awesome, except for multiplayer. The open world is not accessible there, but in single player you can like travel. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. Let's explore the open world stuff. I think that would be kind of neat, because I actually need to upgrade some of my stuff, and I think this is a good opportunity that we can go ahead and make that happen. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Well, I think so. So there you go, it's running smooth again. I have no idea why it did that, but it was like super laggy. And I think what we can do is, okay, I think we got a decent loadout over. Let's just try to head to the open world stuff and just mess around. This is kind of like the little areas I like. Now, if you notice in the Vita one, there's not as much trees, and it's like I said, this game's gorgeous. The PS4 one, if you see how it looks visually, it looks really nice, and it just makes it for a really pleasant experience. You got the little minions over here kicking their shaz, and it's just fun. But overall, anyways, returning back to one of the things I'm recently working on. I'm now playing, I actually downloaded an emulator, and now I'm a little bit bummed out about it. The emulator is due to my computer. It's not like the strongest computer. It's already showing its age, and it doesn't work as good as it should. Some of the colors aren't really displayed properly, and but I do want to start broadcasting on there, and it's gonna be kind of neat. I'm looking forward to that. But let's just see what else we have as we continue pushing forward, searching for the whereabouts of any possible enemies here. This is actually a good spot for a good, if you're looking for a sprawl over here, connecting to an online game. It's interesting how sometimes there are other people out there who are currently fighting. Now there's actually 3 of these golem creatures right now, and that is just bananas. This is actually a good opportunity to start activating all of these skills and taking all of these Onis out. The more you eliminate, the better it is, as this thing's lagging a bit. Totally missed that shot. You can see there's another player within the field. Now that player that you see there is not an actual live. I'm not sure if they are an actual live player. I don't think they are. But it's more of kind of like an AI. Now that is some guy's player, but they're not totally there. That's just like their AI there, their character skins there, or their profile. But outside that, it's pretty cool stuff. Let's get ourselves a nice little band-aid here. Massive fire attack coming in from the enemy golem. Again, you want to try to pay attention to the enemy's current health. That guy's full, this guy's about to die. We're gonna focus on this one here. Let's get ourselves some extra boosts in weapon gauges. And overturned there. Attacks continuing on to be distributed, and we're doing a pretty good job. So not too shabby. Let's get ourselves some more band-aids. And let's see what we can do. So continuing on, going in for some reloads. We got more attacks advancing from several directions. These little minions here, they're pretty decent to take on. I mean, it's fun. And this is the first time where we're actually facing 3 of these guys. Usually we always face about 2, but it's interesting how we got that all worked out at the moment. 2 enemies currently taken out. Actually, one of them eliminated, and we have about 1 more remaining with the destroyer activated, inflicting maximum carnage. These guys are pretty fun to fight. And look at that, I made a new friend named Komodachi. Wait, Komachi. Komachi's my longtime Tomodachi. That means friend in Japanese. Hey, we're learning a new language on this channel, isn't that wonderful? Sure is. Let's get ourselves some reload and advancing onto our next target. Again, you gotta be swift and dodge as much as possible. This guy has totally got eliminated, where there's 1 more remaining. We're doing a pretty good job. I love rifles in this game. It just makes for such a fantastic experience. Especially when you attach a plunder mitama upon the weapon itself. It really does amplify its destroyer, and it just makes it absolutely phenomenal. And this guy just got eliminated. Congratulations. We're off to the next one, and we're doing a pretty good job, so not too shabby. That was pretty dope. So you can see this is one of the player's Comanche. This is an online player's character that they let. Either that or I'm not sure what it is. I think that's either an online player or obviously it's an AI because they're just following me around. But this game would drop those every so often. Either that or like the developers, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. I never really looked into it, but it's probably worth an investigation. You know, if you want to play a detective and figure out who the heck these characters are. But you know, every area that you go to has these heroes or heroines lurking about, and you can end up saving them. They can join your party. But once you leave the region, then they pretty much go away, and you'll find other people to join your, join you along your quest, which is kind of neat. So let's go get ourselves a little bit more ammunition as we advance towards some more terrible Onis. There's gonna be another ogre over here. There he is. He likes to chill on this side. Activating our skills, going in for the attack. Double hit. Good job. And you can see a bunch of minions spawning in. This thing just lets me spam the destroyers. That's why I called it Spam Destroyer, because it builds up so much. It's just great. Pretty fun loadout to use. And you can see we just eliminated this guy fairly quickly, so not too shabby. Let's continue advancing onto some more extra battles. The sun looks like it's rising, and that's pretty dope. Now this whole place, I'm gonna go on foot. We're gonna try to explore the open world a bit, cause I never done that within a stream, and I think that'll be kind of cool. So we're gonna take a walk through the whole entire world. Right, we're gonna go into the forest areas, then we're gonna go into the snow areas. And we're gonna just try to cover as much stuff as we can. I think we're gonna be, if we walk enough, we'll be able to advance there. Comanche's trying to keep up with us. Here's a little outpost village. This thing lets you jump to different regions, but it's all good. Comanche's gonna leave us right over here. It's good to have you, my good compatriots. But I think it's time we part ways. Maybe anytime soon now. Oh, there it is. Hehe, the Slayer as Comanche has thanked you and left. Wow, look at that close-up. Do a little happy wave over here. Gestures. And where's the little gestures at? It's over here, right? There they are. Alright, let's go. Let's get ready to make fantastic adventures take place as some more little minions all over the place. Good job. Und good game. And let's see what else we have over here. Got some extra individuals here. Now I think if we continue going on this side, we will find the ice village, or not the ice village, but like the ice area. There'll be some villages around there. Now let's see. But this is really cool. I actually do enjoy the open world, and I kind of should have been exploring this a little bit more within these streams and stuff, because it's really nice. The music is extremely peaceful. Very relaxing. Sometimes it's a double-edged sword, as it will put me to sleep at times. But it's a good sleep though, I'll say that much. Let's get ourselves a little bit more ammunition kicking up. That's it for that, dude. And I'm not purifying any of them because I maxed out in materials. Especially with those guys. They usually drop some dinky stuff. Let's look at the map right now. Now, the snow area is going to be on this side. So we gotta go... We gotta go up through this road. Alright. Let's put a beacon on that side over there. Oh look, we got a spider over here. Oh, let's kick its... let's get ready to kick its butt. Anyways, let's see what else we have. We got Gold Guardian and Rex representing here on the YouTube channel. Great to have you both. Very happy Thursday, right? It's a Thursday. And it's a beautiful Thursday at that too. We're enjoying some open world Tokiden, which is absolutely phenomenal. And chat up. Look at this guy here. I'm trying to shoot his stupid webs. We just interrupted him. And we took off one of its little legs. Activating our attacks over here. Let's go get ourselves a nice quick reload. And he's just gonna keep spamming that attack quite a bit. However, we're going to try to continue dealing as much attacks as possible towards enemy's position, and we'll do what we can. It'll be a good fight. But we're doing pretty good so far, so continue the attacks. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but in a lot of video games, you've always noticed that there's always a spider in a hunter game that likes to spin around. This one is one of those, and it's kind of funny though. So it kind of reminds me a bit of the Paradoxa from Freedom Wars. So this is kind of like the counter of it, or its cousin, its Oni cousin. But outside that, cool enemy nonetheless. Let's get ourselves a little bit more shotgun shells equipped and preparing for our attack. Launching our destroyer towards the current target, breaking off one of its legs, and so far right now holding out. Doing a pretty good job. Now, it's always recommended if you're gonna go out in the open world, it's best to take a team with you. Because if you die or anything happens to you, there's no one to revive you, and yeah, that sucks. So unlike Freedom Wars, in this game you don't have an accessory that will accompany you and try to resuscitate you should you need any type of assistance. You're gonna be on your own. But so far doing a pretty good job at dealing with the current threat. Okay, I'm going to try to keep a nice distance here, not getting too close. And eliminating the little minions whenever possible. Why? Because they actually help you build up for some destroyers and accidentally hit the analog to the side there trying to get that destroyer in. And to no avail. Let's try to get ourselves a nice angle of attack here. And it's kind of like the same thing as a Paradoxa. They even have the weakness right in the back. So it's kind of it kind of makes sense. Go Guardian here says, I wish I had an Oni cousin. Oh, that'll be pretty interesting, huh? An Oni relative. That may be pretty fun, actually. You never really know. Joining us here on the Twitch channel, we also have Weebness05 saying, hey, Weeb Axis. Great to have you here, and happy Thursday. We're taking on the terrible Onis, exploring the open world of Tokiden 2, and dealing with the enemies that like to lurk about. You see this guy is currently tired, and just like the paradoxes, he is now spinning, and this is where you want to try to keep a distance from this guy, because if not, he is going to try to attack you, and it's going to suck. You don't want that to happen. Being trapped within the webs, unable to move, currently vulnerable for enemy attack. Getting ourselves a destroyer, launching it, and actually devastating this guy here. Breaking off a good portion of its legs. He's about to go for a spin here. Making sure that our health is maintained as much as possible. Again, I don't have any defensive skills on my character. Should she get hit, it's going to hit pretty hard. So it's always best to make sure to maintain a safe distance at all given time. But outside that, it should be pretty good, and you know, we're enjoying it. So it ain't all that bad. Get ourselves some extra attacks over here. Charging up for some good old fire attacks, or I like to call them the lanterns. He just hopped right over it. And again, for this particular enemy here, you want to always be on the full guard, because if he manages to actually catch you within those webs, you can actually be eliminated. So be very careful. This guy actually likes to suplex you should you get caught within the webs. And he may possibly head towards my position, but we're gonna try not to let that happen, as there's still some minions around here. Again, when you take the minions out, it does actually build up your weapons gauge, providing you with some extra destroyer, which can be most effective, especially when targeting any primary targets. Now, falling back over here, he's going for the spinning attack. This is, again, the best thing you can do. Just avoid it. Don't get hit by it. If you do, it's gonna result in a little bit into some chaotic shenanigans. Now this guy came out of nowhere, looking for a fight. Going in for a reload. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. Now this current build right now, it's not the most effective for this particular enemy, as I'm always evading, and I'm doing more of that than actual fighting. Again, primarily because of these attacks. If I stand still, he will catch me within the webs, and if I'm caught within the webs, I'll be unable to move. and that'll spell a little bit disaster on my part. So going in for an Oni takedown. One of the great things about this game is that it gives you the that demon hand ability, which is phenomenal. As you can see, we had currently actually destroyed all of its legs, and the current target is unable to grow them back right now. So you're just gonna see this thing hopping on its butt for a bit. Now we are currently playing on high difficulty, which is the strongest difficulty in the game, and we're playing that in open world form, so it's interesting though. And we're soloing it too, so that makes it an even more interesting feat. Now as you can see here, this one's dropping some major webs here all over the place, as at this current stage they're going to be spamming that a bit. We managed to activate our Mirage, however being caught within the confines of the webs. We lost about 1/4 of it. Try to fall back here, going here for a double destroyer here. You want to be very, very careful with this guy. However, our health is pretty much regenerating at a decent pace. And pretty much that's it for this guy. We have destroyed him, and congratulations! Soloing it on high difficulty. Not too shabby. But let's see what else we have as we continue representing. Go Guardian representing here on the Twitch channel. It says legless spiders are weird things to look at. Yeah, they definitely are. But you know, it is what it is. They totally got obliterated on the battlefield. And yeah, it's just another day, another walk in the park for this lone slayer, as we're gonna try to find ourselves the Winter Wonderland. We're gonna go to the Winter Wonderland. We're gonna explore that. Yeah, he just totally got knocked out. Now I think we're on the right path, correct? Yeah, I think it's this way. Yep, it's this way. Now, in these open world games, you gotta use like these, the GPS is quite handy, as it prevents you from getting lost. And usually, I tend to get lost quite a bit in video games. But yeah, this one can definitely make it so that you do get lost for a good bit. But again, it's open world, and you know, that's to be expected. But like I said, this whole game, you can jump from one area to the other, like to the next, with no loading screens. It just cuts right into it, and I actually find that very impressive for the PS Vita. And I think it's really cool. So again, this is the first of the hunter games out there. Oh, we got a multi-purpose rock. What? Those things are super rare. We found one. That's pretty cool. We're getting close to the snow area. There's gonna be a lot more powerful monsters on that side. Now, by the time I do reach that area, I may possibly have to change my loadout to accommodate the newer threats. But you know, outside that, whoa! Look at that guy. He just appeared out of nowhere. Okay, we're not gonna fight him now. Not with this loadout. He'll beat me. Now, currently, have to turn. We gotta go this way. I think. No, we gotta go this way. Oh, he targeted me. And well, we can escape. Yeah, he's my weakness, so I'm not gonna fight him. That guy's creepy looking. No thank you. We're going this way. Anyways, back to our wonderful adventure. We have made it out into the forest and we're so far on the right path. I just feel like we came out of Mount Moon from Pokemon. Remember playing the blue version or red version? You had to go to Mount Moon. Which is a cave that was super dark. I think, no, it wasn't Mount Moon. That was another cave, and you had to use flash. And I never found the HM flash, so I actually went through the whole cave in the dark, and I made it to the other side. There's actually a trick to go by there. Oh look, we found one of these stone things. There you go. You do that and your skills... Actually no, never mind, your skills don't get replaced. I still don't have any skills on me at all. But I think we're getting closer to the snow area. Is it this way? Oh, yep, it's this way. So we stick to this path. And we should be good. Oh look, there's little... Oh, we made it to a village. We discovered a village. Isn't that cool? It's an abandoned village. Little monsters here. Where's the nearest Pokemon Center? Cause my Mitamas, they need to get healed. Well, not healed, they need to get replenished. They depleted all of their magic. But this level is really pretty. I mean, you got these lanterns here. I love those lanterns. It looks so cool. But this game is very, very relaxing. It's almost therapeutic even. Just like go out here, venture into the woods, and nice little lanterns out here and stuff. It makes it for a fun play. Anyways, let's catch up over here. We got Bujin joining us here on the Twitch channel. So sometimes you get the real, sometimes you get real people while out in the open world. Really? That's cool. I didn't know that. Cause I remember sometimes I would sometimes when the characters look really good, like they look like, you know, they have matching stuff. I like this little temple thing here. There's a Mitama in there, by the way. I already claimed it, but yeah, you can get a Mitama there if you're looking for one. But yeah, I've encountered some people online and they have some really wacky looking armor, and those are usually actual real online players. I've encountered those, but it's characters of actual online players. So, and it tries to connect online. But anyways, look, we're making it to the snow area. We finally arrived. I'm actually traveling, exploring the whole open world on foot. I've never done that in a stream before, so I think it's kind of cool if we do that. And look, man, we're walking all this way and we've made it. It's like a frozen shipyard. And we made it to the open world snow winter wonderland. It's kind of appropriate because, you know, it's summertime, it's super hot. Nice level to, you know, keep cool and stuff. Let's get ourselves some more extra ammunition. And advance over here. We're going sightseeing. And like I said, you know, this is, when it comes to hunters, this is the only hunter right now that I know of at the moment that has open world exploration. And unfortunately, it's only you can only experience it while in single player. I kind of wish when you're like with that 4-group multiplayer thing going on, it'll be really fun to scout these areas with friends and stuff. But maybe for Tokiden 3. Let's see what awaits us on that installment. And so much for Mr. Turtle. But anywho, let's try purifying some of these guys. I usually don't purify these monsters because I've maxed out all of their items. I mean, I have, if you look at my inventory, I have like 999 of like everything. Oh, at least those guys. You know, they're pretty much minions, and you're gonna find those materials everywhere. But anyways, just keep exploring over here. Got more turtles. Just chilling here. You want to hit them right on the little glowing spot on the tip of their shell. Depending on how you configure your Mitamas, you can actually score a one-hit kill, which is most effective if you want to be as efficient as possible with your shots. This is a really cool area. Look at this. I love this. I don't think I walked through here before. I don't think so. There's still parts of this game that I haven't really explored. Or maybe I have and forgotten about it. I don't know. But this area looks fairly new to me. We have the temple here. Oh, you know, you got peer respects. So we're gonna go to messages, gestures, and we're gonna go to how is it? We're gonna go to pray. All right, everybody, pay our respects, and then you gotta ring the bell. But you know, there's a bell up there. You pull this rope and you ring the bell when you're done, and there you go. Make sure you give money too. But continuing on over here, exploring this beautiful world. We got some more. We got a little house over there. We're gonna explore the little house right now. However, currently stunned and unable to move. You want to be cautious on not getting stunned by those enemies, because it can be so I guess one of them is ice and the other one's wind and electric. Well, they have different elemental properties. What the heck is this? Interesting. Alright, now we can explore this little house here in peace. Some of these houses you actually can go inside of them. Not all of them, but some of them you can. I know on the PS4 you can go inside of some of these. But not this one. There's a current enemy nearby. Again, we're going to be a bit careful because we don't have the proper gear. But I think we're nearing an area that will allow us. I think we have one of the checkpoints nearby. I mean, that is one of those stones, but I think there's one of our outposts that we can go to. Oh, look, there's a cave over here. Let's see what lies in this cave. Those guys are always everywhere. Oh man, cave dwellers. Anyways, let's go get ourselves some extra ammunition, a little bit of a band-aid, and let's see what we can advance to. But this game is really, I mean, it's really pretty. If you really want to be like mesmerized by a game like this, play on the PS4. The visuals are absolutely astounding. Astonishing. Outstandingly astonishing. Alright, let's see, where are we right now? Okay, so we have an outpost. Oh, there's an orders region on this side. That means there's a battle going on there. I think this is one of our primary portal stones. Right over here. And then we got one on this side. Let's go over here and change out our build. I think that'll be good. I mean, we came from that area, but I kind of want to change out my loadout. It's this way, right? Yeah, it's this way. But anywho, I'm very much interested in broadcasting some new stuff. By the way, I don't know if you guys know about Azur-Lane. I actually recently got an invitation to the beta, the closed beta for Azur-Lane here in the West. I'm pretty happy about that. So looking forward to possibly streaming it later on. So we got Matt, Matty Matt joining us here on the Twitch channel. Says, oh yes, Tokiden, absolutely love this game. This game is fantastic, and you have good taste when it comes to some fun hunters. This is definitely one to have in your library. It's a fantastic release, and the first of its genre actually to have open world, and we're exploring that right now. I'm usually playing multiplayer, but I never really give a chance to explore the open world feature in this game. And here's one of our outposts right now, which is cool. So now we can change our items. It's so cool. It's kind of cozy. You got a fireplace there. You got like our, you know, this is where we keep our items, right? Our gear and whatnot. Little table. This area is, I don't know, it's a nice little house, like a hut thing. But anyways, let's go change out our build. We're not going to use any portal stones. We're literally going to walk everything. So that way, you know, we can make the best out of the good stuff. So I'm going to change out my loadout. We're going to go for, I mean, should we take on some crazy enemies, I am comfortable using my spam, my quick fire one, right? We're going to use this one. And that's what we're going to have equipped as we explore the wonderful winter wonderland. But let's see what else we have. Matt says, I'm happy that each game is, you know, is a huge setup. Yeah, this game is, and it's fantastic. They did a great job with it. I'm looking forward to the next one. So if they ever come out with Tokiden 3, which I'm pretty sure they probably will, I'm hoping that it's gonna have the open world feature, but so that you can experience it with other people online. Like you and 3 other friends can, you know, go on an open world adventure. That would be great. I'd love to see that. So let's change out our gear over here. I'm gonna go for, so we got delay, sniper, scatter. We're gonna go for scatter. And actually, you know what? Let's go for snipe. I think that'll be good. We can try to take these guys out. Sometimes they'll try to jump right over your sniper shot. And good job. Let's claim our rewards and continue advancing forward. So, but outside that, this game is just absolutely beautiful. I love it, and it definitely makes it kind of cool stuff. So Go Guardian here on the YouTube channel says, oh, you a beta tester now. Yep, I am again. I beta tested a few games already. This is another one, and unfortunately my computer is having problems running the emulator so I can run it, but I'm gonna try to work that out, and then I'll be doing some broadcasts for Azur-Lane once I get all the things sorted out with that. but it should be pretty dope once I have it taken care of. Now let's take out this guy here. He's presenting a threat to our position, and that's not good. So we're gonna activate ourselves Heaven's Wrath as well as a pursuit attack, and taking straight to the skies, you can see we inflicted a curse upon the enemy, unable to move. It's time for us to, oh totally, he totally just did move. Never mind, I take it back. Let's get ourselves a quick band-aid though. Our health is diminishing by a good amount. When activating Heaven's Wrath, you are now able to unleash a very powerful attack, almost something out of Kamehameha Dragon Ball Z style. It's pretty dope. So so was Toukiden 3 announced? Really? Was that a thing that actually happened? Cause bro, if Toukiden 3 was announced, that is crazy. I'm looking forward to it. Because I very much enjoyed this one over here, the second one. And actually this was my first Toukiden that I played. Like the other I had Toukiden Kiwami, and I bought it after I played this one. I enjoyed this game so much that I went out and I picked up Kiwami. But I'm very much interested in seeing the next installment, whatever it may be. So if that comes out, then yeah, for sure, I'll be all over that. Let's try to fall back a little bit. Massive weakness to wind element there. We're going to activate our pursuit attack as well as a level 5 fountain, followed by a level 5 eruption, and continuing on with our extra attacks here. Dude, that's an even bigger one. What the freaking heck? I'm fighting this puppy dog thing, and then there's this other one showed up out of nowhere. So 2 enemies at once, unable to move. Let's get ourselves a nice charge kicking up. Again, I'm gonna try to focus on dealing with the current enemies, but this guy just threw a piece of wind at me. As you can see right now, they are currently stunned via the power of the curse attack, unable to move or slow down dramatically. They're receiving some attacks over here. This guy has been eliminated, leaving us with just this dude remaining, and unleashing an extra destroyer. Again, with some of the best ways to deal with these guys is from the top, like a nice distance. This guy also likes to do some spinning tail attacks too, which you gotta watch out for. As you can see, I'm currently using a rifle build. No forms of blocking with this loadout. That's totally out of the question. Charging up for a level 5 pursuit, if I can actually get it prepared enough. Get those minions on the sidelines. Casting attacks towards my direction. It pretty much can cause some interference, but we're doing pretty good. That bigger one looks like a unicorn lion. Says a unicorn lion mixed with a crocodile. It does actually. Yeah, it's a pretty menacing creature. And you know, honestly, all these Oni Japanese lore type beings can get pretty creative looking, which is really fun. I mean, it keeps it interesting. Alright, let's charge up here for a level 5 fountain, also followed by a level 5 eruption. And time to take to the skies and continue on the attacks. Again, maintaining a nice elevation. As long as you have a good altitude, you'll be that'll be your line of defense. Sticking to the ground, usually that's where most of the attacks are focused on. And it turns out that it can be a little bit disastrous at times. So with this actually curse ability, everybody within the proximity of the range of the spell there was unable to move rapidly. Actually slowed down dramatically there, so pretty handy skill, especially if you're going to be using delay shots such as these. So we got Jack joining us here on the Twitch channel. Says hello to you too. How's it going? And a very happy Thursday. Hope you're having a fantastic one, as I like to wish that to everybody. Currently right now is 12 minutes after the hour. We got a good amount of time remaining of broadcast. The night is still young. And we're representing right now with some good old Tokiden 2. Now, I'm currently exploring the open world portion of the game, which I rarely don't do very often. And I said, you know, it's kind of a slow night. We should explore a little bit. It'll be nice. And that's pretty much what we're doing. And it's making it for a nice, relaxing time, to be honest. So it ain't all that bad. You can say it's even the calm before the storm. Tomorrow will be Freedom Wars PvP or co-op, depending what it is. It's always random, so you never know what awaits us. But you know, it can be it's whatever happens. So in a way, you can call it the calm before the possible storm. But outside that, you know, it's a nice little relaxing game. Now my health is extremely low right now. This is very dangerous. And I have no more band-aids remaining. I activated a Heaven's Wrath, which actually unleashed a devastating attack towards the enemy foe. We're gonna go ahead and activate a level 5 fountain here, which I have not been targeted. Again, I don't have any more health packs on me. This guy's doing pretty bad though. Well, actually, his defenses are down, but he's approaching halfway. He's not there yet though. We got like, imagine I get like 1/3 of his health diminished. And now my health is really bad. It's time to take a tactical retreat. As yeah, I have to retreat on this one. I have insufficient amount of health at this point. Running out of band-aids. It's not wise for me to continue. You have to know when, you know, what are your limits. So for this fight over here, I am going to need a to replenish my magic spells, because I don't have any more healing magic on me. So let's see where we can go here and try to find a possible outpost, which is hidden around here. There it is. We found it. Alright, so we have that taken care of. I think our magic is returned. Yep. We got our magic back. Should I change out loadouts? Maybe I should. Maybe I should use a different one. Change equipment. Let's see what we have. What would be good? Change registered armor. Mitama's. Change equipment. Should we use the hours? Yeah, we should try using our arrows. I can't even pronounce that word. Arrows. We'll run around with this stuff here. This build is kind of like a little fun build. Nothing too crazy. It allows you to spam the homing arrows, but it's more of a support class. I wouldn't really recommend this as a loadout to use to run around with. I kind of want to customize this bow though. It looks pretty cool. But it gives you the ability to charge up attacks fairly quickly. And it makes it, you know, pretty fun. It's great for minions, but not so great for really big Onis, as we were facing earlier. But it's fun for target practice. You can see this guy just returned, and his health is fully regenerated, as mine, but usually characters like that with a build like this, I'm not too sure if it'll be as wise. Oh, 2 for 1. Hehehe. Now, what's cool about this game, the arrows are unlimited, so that's what makes it really fun if you're going to be using a build like this. Arrows are really fun to use, and it makes it for like a nice little enjoyable, you know, like I said, you know, going out there enjoying the open world and stuff, and exploring different weapons, and it definitely does, it makes it for a nice experience. These guys being a bit more armored, I'm not too sure if it's gonna be as effective towards these dudes. Was able to take both of them out, took about 3 of them. Oh, he's still alive, actually. And now he's dead. Alright, so what should we explore right now? Let's see, we got Matty Matt over here says, I showed my friend this game when it came out and he hated it. Really? How the heck do you hate this game? This game is freaking gorgeous. I love it. Oh look, I actually need crests. I need like, there's like 9 out of 18. I need like 9 more. What? We should like hunt for those things. They're probably gonna be around here somewhere. There's a little crevice on this side. Maybe there's one around here. You never know. You know, one of the things that I always say, if you don't like a game, you're probably using a bad weapon. You gotta make sure you gotta use a weapon that you like, and once you find your weapon, then you'll enjoy the game a lot more. Usually that's the case. There's a frozen waterfall here. Now it looks like something ought to be around here, right? You would think. I mean, why would developers like build this little area here and not put something here? I don't know. It's weird. It's interesting though. But yeah, I suppose there's nothing here. It's always good to use the Eye of Judgment anytime you encounter one of those little crevices, because you can possibly find some, you know, some nearby treasures or something hidden. You can see there's something over there. Can we climb that? No. Yeah, there's a monster right behind that wall there. Seems to be a pretty big monster too, so I'm not sure. Oh, it's one of those ferret looking things. They're always scattered out and about. Okay, now, so how is it? Now, this guy is trying to come towards my area and keeping a nice distance. Very neat weapon to use, I find, at least. Oh gosh, bad idea. Whoop. But yeah, there's different ways to use this bow, and it's, I mean, I don't main the bow at all. I mean, you can tell, but it's pretty fun to use, and it would be a great weapon to master, actually. Like, there's techniques that you can use. You can do like jump shots, which are pretty handy. Kind of something very similar to like what you would do in with the rifle. It's kind of tough to do over here because of the confines with the rocks and whatnot, what have you. Charge up and build up our focus, as that attack actually definitely takes a huge amount of it depletes a lot of focus away from you. Combat systems actually are pretty fun with the bow, I'm not gonna lie. I actually do prefer the rifle, but this thing definitely can give a make it for a very excellent battle. Now let's go charge up and activate the luminescence here. This guy loves to do that spinning attack. As it pretty much builds up a lot of wind energy. It just lures you in. Gotta watch out for that. And none of those attacks actually had any effect. As he's currently in this state of wind, he's unable to get hit. Massive electrical hit. So you see, this guy he's actually consisting of a lot of different elements, which makes it a very interesting class of character. Not too bad. And charging up over here. See what we can possibly do. And count. As he's currently in that stage again, you can't really do much about it. What is his oh, he's about to die soon anyways. We got him. And he's dead. I was wondering, like, why is he acting so aggressive? And I'm like, usually because when they're about to die. That's usually the case. But anyways, Matt over here says he called it a Monster Hunter ripoff. Of course. They say that about every single genre that is, you know, has to do with a hunter. And honestly, I think that couldn't be any more false. There's yet to be a Monster Hunter game that's like fully open world like this game is. I don't think there is, not to my knowledge. And if there is, then I'll be surprised. But and the stuff that this game does as well, like it's all about magic spells, and it's a little bit different. It's the same genre, but it plays a lot differently. Oh, this is where the dragon's at. This is where the first time you fight the ice dragon. That dragon's pretty cool though. He reminds me of Blue Eyes White Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, it gets really pretty here. You got all these crystals and stuff. Like I said, man, like walking through this whole game on foot, I mean, sometimes I enjoy doing that. Looks like we can go through here. I think the dragon's in there. Yep. Oh gosh, we just summoned a... Oh, what the heck? It's one of these red ones. That is so cool. Let's go get this thing. What the heck? Why can't I pick it up? Multi-purpose rock. Those things are so freaking rare. They're good though. Well, the dragon spawned in, but I'm not gonna fight that thing here, right? Not now. I'm good. This is my chill mode right now. Let's take on some of the little minions. Activating our stats and focusing on the primary target here. We're gonna launch all our homing missiles directly on sight. This thing is actually great at facing enemies like this. This guy's weak against thrust damage, and that's exactly what this bow is. Let's go ahead and activate some more of these homing shots. And they're doing pretty good so far. And he has been destroyed. Good job. The homing shots is actually my favorite attack for the arrows. However, it works best. I mean, it doesn't work best for everyone. It depends on the enemy type. But if they're weak against thrust damage, oh man, you're gonna love that attack. Like, crazy. It is phenomenal. Anyways, we got Iquan joining us here on the Twitch channel. So, hey yo, Hail22, how's it going? And happy Thursday. I remember you from last night's broadcast of Girls Frontline for the Android and also iOS. But yeah, we're pretty much representing right now with Tokiden 2. This is the PS Vita version of the game, and I like to jump in to several handheld video games and stuff. And I was broadcasting yesterday for Girls Frontline, which I actually managed to get the some of the kinks worked out, because unfortunately during the broadcast I've noticed that there was a lot of freezing going on, and I actually worked through that already, so that was already taken care of. So should I broadcast that game later on, we'll pretty much be out of that predicament, so it's not gonna happen again, which I'm kind of excited about. Go Guardian. Yep, you did miss Girls Frontline. We broadcasted last night as an after stream around midnight on Twitch. I usually do my after streams there, as it you know, it doesn't create too much of a commotion and stuff, because if I broadcast simultaneously on multiple channels, and it's crazy. It becomes a little bit overwhelming, especially that late at night. So I just try to keep it very casual, and but yeah, it was an enjoyable stream. We met some new compatriots over there, and but yeah, that game is fantastic. You can download it for free on your cell phone, and I'm currently playing there. I did the summer event thing. I'm very happy about it, and there's gonna be plenty more events out there to come, so I'm looking forward to it. Anyways, let's see what else we have. Iquan's asking, are you also streaming this on YouTube? Yep, I am, simultaneously, YouTube and on Twitch. I broadcast on 2 channels usually for scheduled events, and then random events, which are just like late night stuff, I try to keep it on 1 channel. Excuse me. But yeah, it's, you know, it's pretty cool. It's nice. But yeah, if you haven't gotten Girls Frontline, what are you waiting for? It's great. And recently, like I said, I got into the beta testing for Azure Lane, which I'll be playing that. And I'm wanting to like stream it, but the only thing is, at the current moment, like, I downloaded it onto my my emulator, and then it wasn't working properly, and I had to like delete it and re-download it, and it still wasn't working properly. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna. I have to look into like what's the problem with it, so I can try to get it running proper, and then I'll live stream it. But for the time being, you know, I'm just enjoying it. Girls Frontline works fine. There's still a couple of bugs with it, but it turns out that it's actually my computer. The computer's pretty dated. Ah, dude, I love this area. This area reminds me of something out of Shadow Colossus. Have you played that game? That game is freaking gorgeous. Anyways, catching up over here. Let's see what else we have on the Twitch channel. Matt says it's more inspired by it, and added its own elements to it. And also made by the same people who made Dynasty Warriors. Yeah, you're talking about for this game. Yeah, this game is made by the same dudes as Dynasty Warriors. Koei Tecmo. And Koei Tecmo, I mean, they have this big appreciation for like the Edo period, which is great. I love that era. It's one of my favorite eras. And I grew up watching animes, like stuff like Samurai Champloo always. It always put me in the zone, man. I just love the atmosphere of Koei Tecmo games. They look really, really gorgeous. So Iquan over here says I haven't played it yet, but I heard it's a ton of good things about it. For Shadow Colossus, yeah, that game is I learned about it late. By the time I found out about Shadow Colossus, it was during the time when the PS3 was out, and it was a PS2 game essentially. But I was so upset that I didn't know about it sooner, because it's just one of those gems that you're like, man, I really wish I knew about it when the game came out, because it's just it's gorgeous, man. I mean, it's a very it's like a piece of art, honestly. But and then the other one, there's like, that's actually Shadow Colossus came out after another game called Eco. And Eco technically is, well, Shadow Colossus technically is the prequel to Eco, right? And oh, we got this guy over here, freaking lobster dude. We're gonna mess him up really bad. He's dropping ice attacks all over the place. Get ourselves a little bit of band-aids kicking up. Activating our destroyer. Massive attack. We're gonna go for our Oni takedown. But yeah, Toukiden 2 is just a phenomenal game, and I mean, I just enjoy a lot of these like these games that have that we fight these giant beasts and stuff. It's fun. And Shadow Colossus has a lot of that stuff, like fighting giant monsters and whatnot. And that game is also open world. I have no more band-aids remaining. Dang, I run out of band-aids so quick with this loadout. 50% health at the current time, and this guy has a lot of health. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this. And keeping a nice little distance here. This is usually like my range support build that I have. Let's try to return back to our village, and I think this is the way to go towards it. But anywho, where the heck are we? So Maharoba's due north. If we take this tunnel and keep going, we should be making it back to the Maharoba forest, which is pretty dope. But continuing on over here, let's see what else we have. Let's see, Equan here says, but I did hear that the plot twist spoiler for the random video that wasn't even about that game. There are multiple targets per quest, or okay, are there multiple targets per quest, or is this an open world and you accept new targets as you go along? No, this is there's multiple targets per quest, and it does have an open world where you can kind of explore, but primarily it's not like a sandbox, if that's what you're talking about. Like, you know, you see a guy and then I mean, well, technically there are some NPCs that will stand around and you talk to them and they'll ask you, oh, hey, can you go ahead and, you know, avenge my brother that was, you know, he went missing, and then, you know, you do like little side quests. So I guess this game does have that kind of stuff. The single player is like that primarily, but it can also be it can be straightforward, where you can just go traditionally to like the real reception booth and just take your missions there, you do them, and then you complete them, and then or you can literally just, you know, and they warp you to the area of objective, right? So they take you to the objective like that, or you can literally just walk there, but I don't think you would. It's a pretty big world, so. But this game has that option to do so. It's nice, and again, it's actually free to play via the PlayStation Vita or PS4, and also PS3. I think it's also available, so you can play this game online. Also, if you're gonna create your character, take your time with your character, because of the fact that this is one of the nicest looking areas in this game. I like this little, it looks cool. I kind of wish there's more areas like that, but that's about it. But returning back to what I was saying, freaking heck, man, I think I forgot, man. What the heck was I talking about? I have a freaking bad case of ADD. Are we going south? Oh gosh, we need to go north. What am I doing? We gotta go this way. Yeah, this way is gonna take us back to the village. But yeah, this game. Oh, okay, I remember now. This game has it's not. It's I don't know how to explain it really. It's not like Grand Theft Auto, like a sandbox. Oh, there's a really powerful enemy around here. I'm gonna run away from this dude because he will kick my butt. I'm not prepared for facing that guy. But yeah, this is all open world, and it's pretty cool. It's the first of the Toukiden games to be open world, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So really big change of pace, because all the other Toukiden games would like load in when you go into the next scene. This is actually, there's no load-ins. It just automatically just goes straight to it, which is really cool. And it makes it for a very enjoyable adventure even. So anyways, let's see what else we have as we continue on advancing. We're going to head to the top side here, making sure that we clear out all of the terrible Onis. But yeah, today we got to explore the snow regions. We literally walked the whole thing there. And I mean, we just literally just walked a portion. We went just this. We walked all this today. There's still this area. There's still these areas up here, but and I don't know what they're gonna do here. There's nothing here, but I don't know if there's gonna be like an, you know, I was thinking there's gonna be like an add-on or something for this area, but literally this is the whole world, and that it's all open world. You can walk, venture, all of this stuff. It's crazy. It's not as big as I would say as, I mean, it's pretty big. I'm not gonna lie. It took a while to walk all of this, so you're gonna want to use those portal stones, because if not, walking sucks. But it's pretty dope though. We got about 15 minutes remaining. I'll go ahead and set up a lobby if you guys want to join. I wanted to kind of cover the open world. I'll give a chance for that. But hey, look, we're back over here. This is the primary village of Maharoba, and we have arrived. And even this is open world. Like, you can explore this area, and it's just freaking gorgeous. So this is your house that you have. You wake up here, and it's nice. It's cozy. You got your outfits, your armor over here, where you suit up your character. You know, you can go ahead and edit your appearance. Now your appearance is, you know, very vague. Just a hairstyle, eyebrows, accessories. What I was trying to get at, once you get this game, right? Take your time with your character. Once you create your character, you cannot change anything about her. You're stuck with that character, and that's pretty much what it is with this one. You can't. The only thing you can change is pretty much like the hairstyle and the hair color, and that's about it. And maybe the eyebrow color, and that's it. Everything else is, you know, you're stuck with it. But primarily, that's how it is. So take your time with your character. Don't rush into it, because you can't really change it afterwards. The robot here is happy and dancing. What's a captain? Huh. 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 Got this person all the way over here. It's fun. Captain Six Axes. Oh, are you looking for a lady? No, I'm not. She's all the way up here. There's this character here. This game has like so much friggin', I mean, it's gorgeous, man. The whole scenery and stuff. And there's like a huge weapon catalog to choose from as well. You can cycle between them, customize them however you like. That's the professor's mansion here. This is where she's up to all of her shenanigans, her inventions. She comes up with some quirky stuff. I like this character a lot. All this stuff made me hungry. Give me something sweet to eat. She's very sassy. Alright, and oh, this guy, Tokitsugo. This guy's he's kind of a wisecracker. But he's cool. I like him a lot. Very nice character to have within this game. And this is I think her name is Gwen. She's the first character who introduced the sword and shield as a new weapon in Tokiden, in the Tokiden franchise, which is really neat too. They actually extended the roster of weapons within this game. But there's a lot to look into, and it's really nice in this. And as you can see, like, you know, we explored like a fraction of the world, and you know, it's all seamless. You know, you just keep walking, and you know, there's no cutouts or anything like that. Literally, these are the samurais. This is a samurai village. These guys are all like super proud, and hey, I take her on my team a lot. She has like this fascination for tenkos, the little foxes. When she sees them and you take her in your party and you go out to the open and see a tenko, like her she gives like little heart bubbles and stuff. We got this guy over here too. These are all story characters. It's fun. But outside that, let's see what else we have as we continue. Iquan says, this game seemed familiar, and now I remember why. I was actually checking it out a while ago back, and I noticed the same artist as Shadows of Valentina. And I love his art style. Oh, is it? So that's pretty cool. Yeah, no, this game has a really like gorgeous style to it. It's beautiful, and I honestly, like, the Vita one's nice, but if you play it on like the PS4 or the you know, or like the computer or whatnot, like, it's, man, the visuals are just really nice. Like, they go all out, like the water effects and like the trees and the foliage, everything about it. These are little tenkos. They're adorable. I actually haven't given them any food for a while, so we're gonna give it something. We're gonna give it fox rice. So he's just eating right now. Now he's super happy. They're so cute. I mean, just look at them. Oh my gosh, it's freaking tenkos, man. It's in a good mood. It wants to join me on an adventure. But I mean, we just got back from an adventure. Oh, sorry, little buddy. We only have about like 11 minutes. But I'm sorry. Oh, he's so sad. Yeah. Well, welcome to life. Anyways, let's see what else we have. I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna fire up a lobby just for shaz and giggles. I'll make a chance over here, so that way people can be part of the good fight. Now you can download this game for free and try it out. The free Alliance version, available on the PlayStation Network, whether it be on the Vita, the PS3, or PS4. You can download it and then join. It has cross-platform play within the PlayStation Network services. This game is also, I think, on Xbox Live and on Steam. However, there's no cross-platform on those. Just on this, on PSN. And that's about it. Anyways, setting up a brand new lobby will be located on a... we're going to go ahead and set up on the English server and whatnot, so that way you guys can be part of the good fights, right? I think we're good exploring the open world. Man, I got all the hiccups right now. Oh, geez. Okay, so we're going to go create a lobby right now and base it off our Twitch, so that way you can differentiate location. And we can go ahead and make it a phenomenal time. A wonderful adventure at that. This game also has a day and night cycle. And I think the monsters become more difficult at night. I think I read that somewhere. So there's that too. Yeah, I think I did read that. So that's one of the things too you want to always like look out for. Alright, anyways, we created that. We're set to go, and we're pretty much gonna make it a good one, and it's going to be fantastic. Iquan over here on the Twitch channel is asking, do you know what's the difference between the paid and the free version? Yes, I do. The paid one and the free one. The free one obviously is gonna have strings attached, and what you get with the free one is pretty much you get to play online with people for free. If it's not the PS4 one, and that requires PS Plus, you're gonna have Plus for that. However, the free one, it's like a demo, right? So your weapons are capped at level 3. Okay, the weapons go up to level 12. That's when you max them out. So, like if you look at my abilities here, I'm at phase 12. All my armor and stuff is all plus 12, right? Your stuff is only gonna go up to 3 on the free alliance version. Another thing too is there's also a cooldown time on how many missions you get to play with friends online. So they only allow you to play 3 missions per 8 hours. After 8 hours, you're gonna have to wait, and then you're able to go ahead and you know, join, right? So it's pretty dope. Look, we have this guy over here. Zoldo has joined the fight, and he is using the free alliance version. And we also have Cloud Strife joining in on the fight as well with the free alliance version. At their side, you can tell by the heart gauge, and that heart gauge is letting you know that the player has about 3 games that they can play. Once those 3 games are up, they're gonna have to wait 8 hours to play another one. So we can choose whatever mission that we can, right? And we defeat it. Now, here's the thing. You can play as much as you want, as long as the missions are below phase 2. If you can play phase 1 missions, those are unlimited. They're part of the original demo that they actually removed from the store when this game first came out, and they replaced it with the free alliance version. So they somewhat maintained the demo, and you know, but they extended it. They actually made it more, they added more to it. So these guys are actually able to choose whatever mission they want to go for, and then we can just join it and help them out. And you know, it's kind of cool. They can play anything, which is neat. But again, it is limited. So that's the differences between the free alliance version and the full retail one. Now here's the cool thing. Whatever you unlock in the free alliance version, whatever you unlock can be carried over to the full retail version. So should you buy the game later on, all your save data, all your progress, everything that you made carries over, and you just pick up where you left off. And it's pretty cool. I like that. So thank you, Koei Tecmo, for adding such a feature. Anyways, let's go ahead and change our equipment, as we're gonna help out our team here. And I'm gonna go for, let's see, let's change to Quickfire Ammo Plus. This loadout here is designed to fight anything, and it does a good job. It's just a bombardier type build, and it's fantastic. So I think the mission's already selected. We're pretty much good to go, and it's going to be a fantastic one. You guys ready? I know I sure am. Let's make it happen as we continue on our grand festivity, celebrating for the greater good. We currently have about 5 minutes left to broadcast. We're just going to do this one fight, and then after that I have to get ready to wrap it up because I have din and I'm pretty hungry. I've been broadcasting for about 2 hours. It's going to be, once we pass those, you know, that 5-minute checkpoint thing, then we'll see how it goes. I'll probably be back later on tonight with another late night stream, maybe with Monster Hunter World for the PS4, because they're doing a special event, and they're releasing like the new this new bad guy monster, which is pretty cool. It's the Final Fantasy 14 Bahamut, right? I think that's what it's called. Not sure, something like that. Not Bahamut. It's somebody different. The names are very similar, but it's a very pretty cool fantasy looking character. Of course, Final Fantasy. And yeah, we're gonna explore that. So let's get ready to take on this particular Oni over here. We got ourselves a lot of ammunition stored up, and we're about to kick the shaz out of this guy. It's going to be such a fantastic battle. We're gonna make it a good one. Charging up for our attacks over here, we're gonna deploy our level 5 pursuit attack, followed by our level 5 band-aid. Actually, you do need one of those. We're also activating our Heaven's Wrath as well, because Heaven's Wrath, it is gonna pretty much diminish a lot of our health. However, it's gonna build up our weapons gauge, and it's gonna make it so that is extremely powerful. And we're gonna deal some extensive, very capable damage here. And here it is. Almost a cool mega cannon ability. This thing definitely does cause a lot of mayhem on the battlefield. And it's just fantastic. You can currently see the enemy is down, opening up with a level 5 fountain, followed by another level 5 eruption, and taking to the skies. This guy is going to be receiving a lot of attack damages, and that's good. We're in a very damage distributing mood right now, and you gotta have that type of spirit, because that's how we roll. So getting ourselves a little bit more extra band-aids, taking to the skies. Again, be very cautious with these particular Onis, as they can be really strong, especially this guy. This guy can be quite devastating. However, we're Team Geek Good, and it's our imperative duty to make sure we strive and reign all dominance upon the battlefield of Maharoba. We want to serve our village to the best of our capability as well too. We want to make it proud. We do have our weapons gauge already maxed out. Launching a destroyer and downing the enemy Oni, creating a nice opening here to distribute more attacks in the direction of the foe. And they're still trying to hold out. We're doing pretty good. So anyways, like Iquan says, or rather I just failed a few Behemoth quests. Okay, oh, so you just did a quest over there from Monster Hunter World. It's very hard. Yeah, actually, you know what? I was reading it up, and they say that that quest is going to be specified in working as a team, and you have to have, like, it's highly recommended you have a full lobby when you fight that. So you and 3 other players, and everybody has to play as classes. It's going to be one of those missions that is class, like, dependent. So you're going to need a medic, you're going to need, like, the tank, you're going to need, like, the support, you know, like, whatever it is, everybody has to, like, ship in. So you're going to, like, need a lot of that stuff going on. But yeah, it's interesting. That, I mean, I read that up about it, so if you're trying to go, like, taking on the mission by yourself, good luck. That mission was designed so, you know, to be dealt with a big group of people, and again, like, everybody, you know, pitching in their part. It's highly recommended. Now, I'm not too sure what the rewards are for that mission when you complete it. I think they give you I'm not too sure if they give you some pretty any rare materials, or if not, like, what costumes you get. I'm really curious on seeing what they have, as I'm a fan of collecting a lot of the costume stuff. Character customization is one of my favorite things of any video game, and Monster Hunter World is no exception. They did an amazing job with that one too, especially the fact that it's the first Monster Hunter World, or actually the first, not world, but the first Monster Hunter that allows you to, you know, customize the colors of the armor. You can, like, mix and match. You can also well, you're always able to mix and match, but you can actually, like, edit the color tone of your gear, which is great, and I love that a lot about it. And it's also the first one that allows you to re-edit the character. So if after you make a character and you want to change it, you can re-edit it, but you can only do it one time. So congratulations on the team, as we managed to take out the first of the many enemies we're facing. There's gonna be a couple more, or at least one more. This is the wingspan character. Not sure what that is. Oh, it's this guy. Is this the bat? No, it's this guy. This is the roly-poly Oni looking character. Alright, anyways, let's charge up here for our pursuit attack as we're about to deploy. And continuing on with our devastating hits. Want to make sure that we keep our attacks moving forward. And I know we can do this. It can be great. It's how we rock, and we're doing a fantastic job so far. But catching up over here, Equan says, didn't order the game, so I have okay, so I also have the recoloring. I remember seeing some videos where people had rainbow gear. Yeah, I saw the rainbow gear. I'm not too crazy about that. It's like the colors that keep changing all over the place. So when first time I saw that, I'm like, it's like your armor's having an identity crisis or something. I'm not too sure, but either way, it's alright. But it's still cool though. You know, I think it's nice because it's an option. You know, you can do all these different sorts of things, and they give you a lot of neat opportunities in Monster Hunter World. So, but it's fantastic. And my favorite weapon in that game, I love the gun lance. That's where I'm at. I like firearms in video games, and but for Monster Hunter, the gun lance I love that weapon a lot. And God Eater, I like the rocket engine. Like any weapon with explosive powers and stuff, I just think it's very satisfying. But yeah, so for Monster Hunter, it's the gun lance, God Eater, the boost hammer, I think that's what it's called. Then for Tokiden, I like the rifle. In Freedom Wars, I actually like for story, for co-op, I really do enjoy the SR-44. I think it's fun to use, especially when you learn how to quickfire that thing. It's actually quite enjoyable. And I love the guided missiles in Freedom Wars. I'm actually using that a lot more in PvP, which I find to be great for supporting your teammates. You know, in causing dilemmas in the battlefield and making it a little bit more hectic on the opposing faction side. Going for some extra reloadings. This guy is pretty much having a kind of a shazzy time at the moment. His health is diminishing bit by bit, but it's up to us to deal as much damage as possible. Currently right now we're 4 minutes after the hour, and we're getting there, but we're gonna go ahead and try to destroy this guy here. Let's go also activate our Heaven's Wrath, taking to the skies and continuing our bombing run. But anyways, let's see. Equan here says, I love the charge blades in Monster Hunter World. Landing let's see, landing and watching the enemies explode with 6 lightning explosions is also satisfying. Oh my gosh, yeah, heck yeah, they are. I'll be honest, Monster Hunter has so many very satisfying attacks, and it's one of the things that I really do enjoy about the title, and I'm very happy it made its return back to back on the consoles for PlayStation, and so that's freaking great. I love it. So yeah, it's available for PlayStation and Xbox One. I think it's also out on Steam now, and that guy just did a massive overhead attack, which dealt some really strong damage. Again, you want to be very careful when approaching these guys. What the heck? Oh, I picked up an item. I'm like trying to wonder like what's going on here. I'm like waiting for the demon hand to kick in. I picked up one of the geosphere attack balls things or whatever they're called. And I actually tossed it to this guy. You can see he's currently poisoned. His health is diminishing, you know, bit by bit, which is pretty good. It's good to always use the environment towards your advantage. Both his legs have been already demembered, and he is trying to do his best to stay relevant in this fight. Let's go get ourselves a little bit of reload kicking in. Returning to the skies again. You want to maintain yourselves a good altitude, and that's with any single enemy if you're going to be using the rifle. The rifle in combination with the demon hand has really changed the gameplay and just it remapped the rules in Toukiden 2. As you can see, currently my health is pretty low, and this guy is about to spin drastically into several locations. We're gonna get ourselves some band-aids really bad. It's actually quite essential at the moment. And there is an outpost right over there, like laughing at me. It's like, ha! Yeah, you can't get the health. We can poison this guy. I think that hit him. I'm not sure. Trying to see if there's another outpost. Oh, there is one right over here, so good. There's sometimes these things are hidden, so you want to try to use your Eye of Truth mask or whatever it's called, the Eye of Truth. You want to use that, and then you're able to see any of those remaining outposts and replenish your Mitamo magic spells, so you can heal yourself and cast more damage and all that jazz. How do you see the enemy's HP? All you have to do is hit the select button on the PS Vita, or the depending on what your device you're using. I think if you're using the PS4, I think it's the touchpad. Oh no, it's the I think it's a L1 or 3, one of those buttons, it depends. But then for the Vita, it's the touchpad. He's about to die right now anyways. His health is dramatically low. And yeah, we're gonna wipe him out right now. So just go ahead and hit the select button, and you can keep a watchful eye of his remaining health. You can see right now he has like a little bit of health left. He's gonna get eliminated, like just like right now. So, and there he is, he's gone. Congratulations. And off to the next one. Let's get ourselves some more reloading kicking up as we continue pushing forward. We got a bunch of enemies. Gosh dang, there's so many enemies. Friggin' heck. I'm going into overtime right now. 10 minutes past proc. Oh gosh, this guy. This is the worst load I can use to fight against him. As you know, to fight against this enemy, you want to use weapons that causes widespread damage. Usually for this case, oh dang, all these lightning lines tackling me like crazy. This is a fight where you're gonna get stunned a lot. Anyways, let's get ready to continue kicking the shots out of this guy. You can see he's currently down. Opening up with as many attacks as possible. We're gonna do our part here to reign victorious. Bro, these freaking lines. Stop it, the kitty cats of freaking chaos. There's so many of them. Why? Why in the heck are there so many of these cats? They're all following me. So they just knock me out, they just walk away. Wow. Like thugs. Alright, anyways, let's get some reload. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, they're coming back. Again, want to watch out for that lightning because of the fact that those lightning attacks can stun you. And you don't want to be in the position to get stunned because, again, it's a free attack for the foe. And that sucks. So be careful with that. That's it for those guys. They are going to be spawning back though, and yeah, this mission can get pretty hectic if you don't deal with those guys properly. But yeah, those stuns are very long. Yep, they are. Now continuing on over here, getting a lock onto the enemy mudkip, going in for an Oni drag down, breaking the tip of his tail and taking back to the skies. We're going to unleash our destructive pink marshmallow of fury. And this guy's he's going to roll around in chaos. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to maintain a safe height here. So that way this guy wants to just attack the grounds, they may feel free to do so. I mean, beef at the moment is with the primary target on this side here. If he can let me get to the skies, they will be spamming those tackles like there's no tomorrow. Again, that's why you want to make sure you have a good height of vantage when deploying those rifle shells. Like you see, currently this guy is about to get defeated. His health is running extremely low, and we're doing pretty good, so not bad. Again, continue the attacks and continue delivering the explosive payloads. One thing about this enemy, he does tend to squirm around a lot, and in turn it makes it a very crazy fight. One of our teammates currently down. We're trying to bring him back into the battlefield. And congratulations, that's it. 19 minutes and 39 seconds was the duration of the overall battle, as it's currently 15 minutes after the hour. I gotta get ready to head out now. But I want to say a big shout outs to the team over here, whether you've been watching, representing on Twitch, on YouTube, or playing here on the PlayStation Network. This was Tokiden 2, right? For the PS Vita that you currently watch it on. We usually stream it on PS4, but you know, we kind of been taking a change of pace. We're now trying to showcase the Vita a little bit. We try to represent different platforms here and there, and we did pretty good. So Shout out to all of you guys. We will be back possibly later. I'm not too sure if I'll be back later tonight. Maybe. I mean, I want to try to aim for another like late night stream. But it depends because I'm really groggy right now. So I'll probably do one. I don't know. I'll see. But if I do actually make another after stream, it's gonna be on Twitch. You can go ahead and be part of it there. Big thank you to Cloud Strife as well as the rest of you guys. Go Guardian, and we got Equan over here representing on the YouTube channel. Shout out to the rest of you guys who've been hanging out with us throughout the stream. Right, you guys are fantastic. Continue the positivity. We'll be back tomorrow. Also, if we're not back with an after stream tonight, it's okay. Don't worry about it because tomorrow is Friday. We'll be celebrating it with Freedom Wars for the PlayStation Vita. You can be part of it. You can either co-op or PvP, whichever one you like. It's gonna be a magical evening as we celebrate the arrival of the weekend, and we're gonna do it with the best of our capability. Until then, be safe, take care, have a lovely evening, and we'll see you on the next one. Later, everybody.